All right, welcome in camp number 2 for me. I'm with the Vikings in Eagan, Minnesota. I got 5 takeaways from Vikings camp. My first takeaway, this is a 14-win team a year ago, loaded across the board. The staff returns intact, and so the one question is what happens at the quarterback position. McCarthy, the 10th overall pick in the 2024 draft, is entrenched as their starter after going through the meniscus injury last year, after they made an effort to bring back Sam Darnold, after they made the effort to bring back Daniel Jones. And really, the Vikings are starting to view the way all of that played out as a blessing in disguise, because they've been able to give McCarthy all the first team reps since the first day of the spring, and they've seen progress, not just day after day, but drill after drill from him. He's really locked in. He's starting to find his voice as a leader with the team, which is a big thing for a quarterback. And they're starting to see some nuances come along. They've really worked with him on being able to layer the ball, taking some speed off his fastball. That's something that's starting to show up, throwing with anticipation. So they're optimistic about where he is right now. Takeaway number 2, if there is a offensive skill player to watch here in camp, because they've got plenty of them. They've got Justin Jefferson, they've got Jordan Addison, they've got TJ Hawkinson, they've got Aaron Jones. But one guy who got the coach's attention this spring is Jalen Nailor. Finally was able to stay healthy last year, had 6 touchdowns. And he's somebody that they may have to lean on early in the season. If Jordan Addison is suspended, he'll be playing for a contract. So Jalen Nailor could wind up being a surprise contributor early on in the season for the Vikings. Takeaway number 3, the offensive line additions have already shown up. And again, that comes back to leadership. Bringing in Ryan Kelly from the Colts, they had good institutional knowledge on him. The guy that drafted him in Indianapolis, Ryan Grigson, works here with the Vikings. And so what they were hoping was that he would be able to come in and help a young quarterback with his head for the game, and also make them bigger and stronger on the offensive line. You can check both those boxes. He is helping JJ with his ability to adjust and change things on the fly. And he has made them bigger and stronger up front. We'll see what happens when they put the pads on. We'll see what it looks like then. But with Ryan Kelly, Will Fries, and Donovan Jackson in the middle of the line, Christian Darrisaw coming back from the torn ACL, they're optimistic that that's going to be another area where there's a lot of growth. Takeaway number 4, a hidden area that could become a strength, a hidden area of strength for the team. Brian Flores' defense, they really like where they're at the corner spot. They bring back Byron Murphy on a 3-year, $54 million deal. And they add a couple of veterans. Isaiah Rodgers is somebody that they viewed as a starting corner. And not everybody looked at it that way. He had a great story, bouncing from the Colts to the Eagles, winning a Super Bowl last year. But he's somebody that they're very, very high on. They expect him to be a starter opposite Murphy. And then they've got a reclamation project. They've done well with those here over the years. And Jeff Okudah coming aboard. They're trying to restore his confidence, but they see the same sort of size and speed and length that made him the 3rd overall pick 5 years ago. And so if they can get those 3 guys playing at a high level, they feel like they're going to be a lot faster at the corner position. Finally, takeaway number 5, a young player to watch. This isn't an out of nowhere pick, but I'd say Dallas Turner is the guy that's come up the most. He's really locked in and worked over the course of the spring and here early in training camp. And you see the jump that he's making. He was very raw coming out of Alabama, which is a little bit of a rarity for a defensive player coming out of Nick Saban's program. But his feel, his instincts, his overall football IQ and knowledge, that's all taken a jump. So now the challenge is going to be for Flores and his defensive staff, how they deploy him on that side of the ball with 2 really solid edge guys, and Andrew Van Ginkel and Jonathan Grenard coming back. One of the ideas, you might play Van Ginkel a little bit more off the line and have Turner there on the edge. One way or the other, I would think that Turner is going to be a pretty big part of the pass rush equation. And they expect a big jump in that area too, with Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave joining the defensive front on the inside. Appreciate you guys checking these out. Keep traveling with us. Our next stop is Green Bay. We will see you from Packers camp tomorrow.